Hi, Johnny. How are you? Hello, good afternoon.
Yes.
Yeah, Johnny, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm good as well. Yeah, so basically today, the consultation time would be more on questions and clarifications. So I'm not sure how many students are coming in today, but yeah, so I'm going to answer some questions and clarifications today. So we may have shorter time today, unless more people will come in. But anyway, let's start off. If you have any questions so far?
So I still need in the SWOT and stakeholder analysis, I still need to explain what they are, right? Because we assume that the reader doesn't have background knowledge.
Yes. Basically, so the best thing to do is basically to look at your guidelines, the guide questions there, and try to answer as much as you can. So definitely, you need to start off to
Yeah,
identify
but
your stakeholders.
it
Yeah.
doesn't say that you should explain what the SWOT analysis or stakeholder analysis is. Should
Sorry.
you
You
do?
can you can begin with giving a brief description or definition of what exactly a SWOT analysis is. You don't have to expound it too much, and just go directly to the actual analysis itself. So the explanation about what is SWOT analysis and what is stakeholder analysis, you can start off with that with one sentence or two sentences, and then the rest should be you just go on with your explanation on your approach on doing the SWOT analysis. Okay.
Yes, thank you. And do we have to, if we use a template, do we have to make a reference?
What do you mean by that? When you say made a template, what kind of template are you referring to?
So for example, I downloaded a SWOT analysis to use. Do I need to, but not the information, only how they present it? So do I need to cite it?
If you are not, you're not using the information from that report, you are only looking at the way it is presented or the formatting of that, then you don't have to cite that report because you are not reusing their own information, the information coming from that report. But if ever you are paraphrasing or summarizing an idea or an information coming from that report, definitely you have to cite that source. Okay? Only that if you're reusing some idea that's not your own. Yeah, and also if you are reusing some tables from that report, then definitely if you are copying word for word from that table, so definitely that's not your own table, then you have to cite the reference for that table that you are using. Okay, Johnny?
But
Hello?
if I only copy, say, like what they say, like strength, it's like SWOT, it's just strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. If I just take that word with like that formatting, I don't need to cite, right?
Oh, definitely. No, you need it's just a general, just a general detail. So you don't need to cite.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. All right, for those who just came in, yeah, Professor Sean is also here. So for those who just came in, so basically today's consultation is more on just answering questions and clarifications with regards to the block one class and also for your especially for your assessment. So it may take longer time if more people are asking, but if not, then we may have a shorter time this afternoon. But please take this opportunity to ask questions and clarify because your due date is fast coming soon. It's gonna be 2 weeks from now. So it's better to clarify now. And if you have missed the last consultation time, then we also provided that on Canvas for the recorded video. So there are some questions there last week. So that will also help you clarify some of your own, some of the concerns or some questions that you may have. Then please try to go to that recording from last week. But for now, I'm open for questions and clarifications from those who are here. And besides, also last week There was a question about the checking of Turnitin similarity. Okay, so when you submit online on your task and your assignment, so there's submission page for that. That's this tab. So this tab is only for final submission. So if you want to just check your similarity without being deposited on the repository, then you may try to use this link here. I added this link just today, this morning. I forgot to add that one last week, but if you go to your similarity check, can you please let me know if you can access this one or you can see this one on Canvas? This similarity check, you can upload your draft or some other your reports and just check for the similarity, the percentage, and then you can recheck. So this will allow you to check your similarity before submission, and then once you are you are okay with that similarity, then you can finally submit on the tab for assessment 1, so that the final similarity will be deposited on the repository. Okay, this one will not be deposited, so it means that it will not detect 100% similarity when you finally submit it. I hope so. I did it right, but please let me know if you can access this one. Can I have a thumbs up if you can access this one, or can you see this one on Canvas? So yes, okay, that's thank you very much, Johnny. All right. Okay, that's good. So that's one of the questions that was asked last week with regards to Turnitin similarity. So you can use this part here. I may put more description later on, but yes, please use this part. All right. We have a few more people here. Manish, Shunam, and Zik. Do you have any questions or clarification with regards to our task 1? Manish, you have something to ask or clarify? How far are you now in your task?
Yeah, I have started, sir, but until now I have no question.
No questions? Everything is clear so far?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine then. That's good. Okay, let me check about, there's a chat here. When would be the cutoff date for drafts? Okay. Yes, so last week somebody asked about potentially submitting a zero mark draft. So it means that before final submission, if you want us to check your draft, your write-up so far and your direction, you can submit to us and submit to me by email. And then I can return some general feedback. So not specific feedback, but general feedback if you are going in the right direction. And then after that, you can make some changes and then you can do the final submission. So Zeke is asking, when would be the cutoff date for drafts? All right, so ideally, if you want to submit your drafts, then ideally it would be, because the due date is 25th, so you have to submit within this week. So it will give me some time to go through your draft and give feedback, and hopefully I can give you probably in the first 3 days of next week. And then you will have some time to make changes and then finally submit that on the 25th. All right, Zeke, so I hope I answered your question. If you wish, just submit to send to my email of your draft. And to be clear, the draft feedback will be quite general, but it will give you a brief of an idea of your status of the direction of your report, if it's going well or not. Okay, so please do so. If you wish to send your draft, just send me by within this week. Yeah. Any other questions, clarifications? All right, Manish is gone. Shunam Kwong, do you have anything to ask? Okay. I'm seeing at the chat now, how to manually insert other reference such as HTML link in EndNote. Thank you. All right, how to manually. Okay, let me check if hopefully EndNote is working on this computer. Okay, until now I have not done the installation. All right. So manually, okay, unfortunately I cannot. Okay. So manually, oh, who is that? Shunam, if you open your EndNote, there's a plus sign there. Okay, there's a plus sign there, and then you can actually manually enter. Okay. Right, I don't have, okay, I'll just dissolve. Okay. Unfortunately, let me just quickly unshare my screen. While waiting for this, can you, do you have any other questions or clarifications from the group here? Manually insert. Okay, this good question. Okay, I'll put it back. All right. Where's the share screen? So I open my, yeah, you can see this, this part here. Who's this guy? Shonam. Yeah, you can add a reference here. Okay. And then you can choose what kind of reference is that. So it's gonna be journal article or some other books. There's also online database, personal communication. So I think the online database would be or web page. So if you have a web page, so if you have that HTML, you can actually use this one. All right, and then you can input all the authors here. So if there is no automatic download of the EndNote tab, then you can input all your information here. Okay, so once you input it, just save it. So once you save it, then you'll be able to see similarly as the usual ones, like this here. Yeah, something like that over here. Okay, so you can just add that by manually if you want. So if you have other sources, of course, you can insert citation directly, but for manual, I hope we answered your question. What's that shoe now? Zeke, another question. I have been struggling to find a reference about the byproducts of RO treatment of wastewater. Would you know any byproduct of, there should be a lot of that. If you look at any wastewater treatment with RO process there, they should be mentioning that byproduct as well. So basically mainly salts and some organics, there are some waste. What exactly are you looking at, Zeke? Would you know of any? You want me to send you a reference? Are you asking? I can send some if you want. Yeah, I can generally send it or put in Canvas. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll search and then I'll put some more information. I think I may have some other reference available here now. Let me just check. But all right, maybe that's too general. Okay, I'll try to find out, Zeke. and then I'll put it online. Okay. All right. We have Hisa here. Hisa Al-Hawiti. Do you have any questions or clarifications? So what we are doing here is just more on entertaining your questions or clarifications with regards to your assignment and also the task 1. Do you have anything to ask, Hisa or Haisa? You can chat if you don't want to speak out. You can chat, but yeah, it's better to
Okay. Hi.
Yeah.
No, I don't have any question.
Okay, that's great. All right, because you came in a bit late, this one I'm just showing everybody. If you go to Canvas, there is this tab here for similarity check, wherein you can check your draft for before submission. You can check your draft for similarity percentage, how much similarity it is. Then you can make changes and you can send it again without the problem.
Okay.
Yeah, Lisa?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's great. Okay.
Before spend it the assignment?
What was that? Who?
Yeah, حصة صعب حصة.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Okay, great. Yeah. So today will be the final consultation time. However, if you still have some questions along the way before the submission, please don't hesitate to email us. Me and Professor Sean, you can email and ask more questions or clarifications. And then I also answered before that you may also give some preliminary draft to me by email if you wish to get general feedback before your final submission. So that draft, when I give a general feedback, will not get any marks. It's gonna be 0 marks because it's gonna not affect your final submission, but you will get an initial feedback from me of your general direction. If you wish, you can submit it within this week. So it will give me more time to go through some of your reports.
Sorry, I submit it in the same assignment, yes?
What did you submit?
If I want to submit a draft, where do I submit it?
Please send to my email.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, so just send to me. Don't use this one here. Just send to my email because that's gonna be not part of the actual submission. Okay. Hello. Yeah, yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
no worries. No worries. Yeah. Anything else? Any other clarifications? All right. There's nothing. Not sure what else could I possibly show you here. Yeah. So nothing much. Okay. Professor Sean, you want to say something? You want to have a general announcement or anything?
Looks like everybody very much clear what to do for the assignment 1. So looks like we don't have to spend more time. Also, please finish on time. Unless a lot of students request the extension of the assignment 1, but based on the last week and this week, we believe everybody looks very clear about assignment 1, so that we will not extend our assignment 1. So please submit your draft this week or next week, but make sure you submit your assignment on time. That's what I want to say, Leonard. Thanks.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much, Professor Sean. Yeah. So we announced that we're going to stay here until 2 p.m. But it looks like not many are actually coming in, and not so many questions anyway. I think most of the questions we answered already last week. So we could potentially just finish this off earlier. If you don't have a question, but if you have questions, please do so now before we sign off. But if not, then this is a recorded video and we'll be posting this one after this consultation. All right. Okay. If there's nothing else, yeah, thank you very much for coming. Johnny, Aisa, Shunam, and Zik. And then please keep in touch if you have some other concerns. All right. Okay,
Yes,
great. Thank you
thank
very much, guys. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Professor Sean. Bye-bye.